Alright, so I'm just here. I just want to come here and just tell you how loved you are by the Father. You see, I grew up in church my whole entire life, okay? And not only did I grow up in church, but I even led events. I was on the youth leadership team. I led the Christian club at school and did all these cool things, went on mission trips. But even in all of that, I didn't know the love of the Father. I didn't know that God as a father and God as a best friend and God as a daddy, I didn't know the relationship between a daughter and a father when it comes to the Lord. And it actually didn't happen until after Africa. And in Africa, one of my leaders, he constantly was asking us to receive love, just open your heart. That was his phrase, open your heart and receive love. And the whole time I was just hello, been to church my whole life, I know love of God. And it wasn't until the end of my first semester of college that I realized that I did not know the love of the Father, because for the first time I experienced and encountered the love of the Father. And at that moment I realized that I just caught a glimpse of the rest, I just caught a glimpse of his love. And in that moment, the Father overwhelmed me and consumed me with his love, and he showed me who I am as a daughter. He showed me that I'm his little girl that he loves to be with, that he loves to dance with and twirl up in the air, and he looks at me as a daughter, and all he wants to do is take me on these journeys just to get to know me, and so that I can get to know him, and that's all it is. And so it's not about all these things you can do to earn more love or get closer to his love, or things you do to stray away from that love. He loves you the same yesterday as he does today. And that verse in Ephesians, it talks about how deep, how wide, how long the love of God is, and it's so big, and God just gave me this picture of just floating, just resting in this ocean, just chilling in the love of the Lord. It's so good and it's so big. You look and it's it goes farther than that, or you go deep, and just when you think you've gone so deep with the Lord, he takes you that much deeper with his love. I just want to stress that this isn't just for the unbelievers, this is for the believers too, because even I grew up in church and preached all this stuff, but I preached about the love of the Lord. I knew it up here, I could tell you the scriptures about it, but I didn't know it in my heart at all, because I never opened my heart up to that. I was never vulnerable and intimate with the Lord. I desired that, but I didn't actually do it. I desired and strived after the love of the Lord, but I never opened my heart. It's a scary step, but once you finally open your heart, it's this whole new realm opens up, and it's the realm of the Lord, of his love and his goodness. He loves his kids, he delights in us. He loves to just hang out with us and sit by waterfalls and go on walks, or go on a drive, or go to work, whatever it is you do. The Lord loves to watch you do it. He loves to be a part of it. He wants to be a part of it. Every single moment of every single breath of every single instance of life, he wants to be a part of it, because he loves his kids, and he's a good dad. He's a good dad that gives good gifts, and he doesn't just leave you astray. He doesn't abandon you. He's not this dude on a cloud wanting to strike you down after doing something wrong. He just loves you. Anything that you hear that is condemning, that's not of the Lord, because the Lord only speaks love. He only speaks life, and he only speaks truth. So anything that is a lie, anything that is condemning, wherever it comes from, I don't care. That's not the Lord, because my daddy doesn't say condemning things. My daddy says only good things, because he loves me as a daughter. He loves me exactly where I'm at. Before I realized his love, and the same when I realized his love. Didn't matter. He loved me the same. You want to know something really awesome? Because of Jesus and because of the love of the Father, sin no longer has a hold on me. And sin no longer has a hold on you. You know what that means? As you abide in Jesus and as you receive his love, naturally, you don't even desire sin. Naturally, you don't even sin doesn't even have a hold on you unless you allow sin to. Because Jesus died and he murdered sin. Every bit of sin, every bit of evil, every evil thought, every sin that you can think of, Jesus utterly murdered on the cross. Jesus died so that I didn't have to hold on to sin anymore. He died so that I can enjoy life and enjoy him. He died so that I can feast on the abundance of his house and drink of the rivers of his delight, so that I can be full of joy. He died so that I can delight in the love of my dad, and so that I can receive more love and just rest in the love of the Father. And as I rest in the love of the Father, as I rest in the finished work of the cross, then sin's nothing, man. Sin's beat, sin's dead. In fact, I used to struggle with depression, okay, my entire life. I had to take medicine for depression, right? And then one day the Lord was why the only reason depression is continuing to have a hold on you is not because it's something in your brain or the way you're wired. No, depression is a sin, and I killed depression on the cross, so the only reason depression is still having a toll on you is because you're choosing to abide in depression and not abide in the finished work of the cross, instead of abiding in the joy of the Lord and the love of Jesus Christ, and so man, I can say that I'm free from depression because number one, Jesus died for it, and I finally decided to say, hey, Jesus, I choose to believe in that you died so that I didn't have to be enslaved to depression anymore. I'm no longer condemned. Sin is dead, and I'm alive to Christ. I'm no longer dead, but I'm alive. I'm a new creation, so I'm no longer bound to depression. I'm no longer bound to any sort of sin, and neither are you unless you choose to do so. How magnificent is the love of the Father that I'm free. I'm completely set free because the Dad loves me. Dad loves me so much, and I'm so free from that, and all I have to do is just receive. All I have to do is accept that. There's nothing to it, man. Jesus is so simple. We complicate him too much, and we make it about all the things we gotta do to clean up our life. And Jesus is no, just receive. I did it all for you because I love you so much. Just receive it. Just accept it. I love the story of Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus is up in this tree hiding from Jesus, right? And Jesus is yo, Zacchaeus, come on down, buddy. Come here. And Zacchaeus climbs down and stuff. And remember, Zacchaeus is a tax collector. He took money from people. He was just mean. He was a mean dude, And all Jesus does is hang out with him. Zacchaeus just encounters the Father. He encounters Jesus Christ. And after encountering Jesus Christ, he went and gave all the money back that he took from people. And it wasn't because Jesus said, hey, Zacchaeus, pretty bad dude, I can't believe you're doing this. You should probably not do this. And if you want to receive me, if you want to accept me and be cool with me, be tight with me, then you should probably go give this money back. No, it was a change of heart just by simply encountering the Father, just by encountering Jesus Christ. Then Zacchaeus' heart changed, not because of anything Jesus did or said, but just by encountering the Father. Then everything else changed. He encountered the love of Jesus. Jesus loved him enough to sit with a tax collector, to sit with a sinner. And as he sat and experienced and encountered love, then everything else naturally changed from the inside out. Isn't that beautiful? It's so simple and so easy. It's just receive. Open your heart, open your hands, and receive the love of the Father. It's done. It's finished. You're no longer bound to sin. It's dead. Why abide to something that's dead? Abide to something that's alive. Jesus Christ, receive his love and be radically changed from the inside out. And actually, everything else falls into place because you know how loved you are, and you know who you are, you know who your Father is, and you simply do as the Father does and say what the Father says. And you just receive love. And that's what life is all about. It's just receiving love, delighting in the love of the Father, and just walking in the love of the Father. And then everything else naturally just falls into its place because you have nothing to fear. There's nothing to lose because you know how loved you are. So that's just the cry of my heart, is that you just know the love of your dad. He so delights in you. He only sees good in you. He chooses you. You are his beloved daughter, his beloved son. He's not disappointed in you. He's so proud of you. Even if you're not proud of yourself, the Father's proud of you because he's a good dad.